Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is Elivaras, and welcome to the Battle for Wesnoth. The Battle for Wesnoth is a turn-based, hex-based strategy game set in a fantasy world. Think Lord of the Rings, think Warhammer, and was released in June of 2003 and is updated and maintained to this day by a passionate group of developers. This is a game that I have covered multiple times on this channel through multiple different Let's Plays, and the people have spoken. For this Let's Play, we are going to be doing the campaign Under the Burning Suns. This is a very interesting campaign. I have only ever played it once, and I only played the first scenario. And from what I understand, most of the units that we're going to be playing with are custom units that don't exist anywhere else in Wesnoth. And that there's a lot of very, very interesting things that go on in this campaign that are very different than one would come to expect when playing the game normally. So alas, let's get right into it. In the distant future, a small band of elves struggle to survive amidst the ruins of fallen empires. Lead your people out of the desert on an epic journey to find a new home. Expert level, 10 scenarios. You know what? Expert level 10 scenarios. I think in the interest of not needing this to take 100 takes and spending a ridiculous amount of time, I'm going to go with normal mode here. And I imagine this campaign will still pose a decent challenge, especially, given this note. This campaign is probably not appropriate for beginners. It changes certain Wesnoth standards, such as the elf stats and the day-night cycle. This campaign emphasizes role-playing elements and tends to have longer scenarios with objectives that change in the middle. For these reasons, we strongly suggest that you occasionally save your game mid-scenario, so you won't lose all your progress if you get stuck and have to start over. Aha! So they advertise save scumming, do they? Well, I won't save scum individual turns, but I will save in between, given that that is what they recommend. This is the chronicle of the journey of the Wesnoth elves from their homeland in the great southern desert. I write this story so that our descendants may know of our travels, remember the sacrifices we made, and profit from the hard lessons we learned. Chapter 1. I, Calais, grew up amid the shifting sands under our two sons, Sela and Nea. It was a land of hot, dry days and cold nights, of roaming horrors where water was more valuable than gold. We had lived among the sands ever since the forests fell uncounted years ago. It was a hard and savage land, but we were tougher still, and we managed to survive settled around one of the rare oases. We had heavily fortified our village against marauders and were the largest encampment we knew of. My uncle, Ten Will, led us for many years and trained us to be self-sufficient and strong against all enemies. A people struggling in an ocean of sand, we thought we were ready for anything. All that changed one fateful night when the sky rained fire. I remember that night as if it were yesterday. I was not prone to dreaming, but as I slept, I had a strange vision. I didn't have long to ponder it, though, because I was woken in the dark by the sound of deafening crashes, splintering wood, and shouting elves. That night, the sky rained flaming rocks, boulders bigger than you could imagine. They smote the landscape like lightning bolts, setting fire to whatever could burn and crushing houses, walls, and elves. There was nowhere to hide, nowhere to go for protection. I was terribly afraid, and I thought that if I had tried to flee, I would be smashed, so I hid and prayed to Elo. I had never prayed before as fervently as I did that night. I heard cries and screams outside, but I could not force myself to move. Eventually, the thin yellow tendrils of a sickly dawn stole over the horizon, as if Nea herself were shocked by the devastation she saw. "Hey, Calais, are you in there?" "Nim, is that you?" "Yes, come on out already. The storm has passed. With the morning light, Nea has ended the terrible night." "Has the sky really stopped falling?" "I already told you, the sky is clear and empty. Now come quick, silly, others may need our help." "What's happened?" "Oh, Elo, the craters are everywhere. Everything is gone, ruined. I can hardly recognize our village. I didn't think it could be this bad." "Come on, Calais. We have to go see if anyone is hurt or needs help. I think I hear people calling from the south. Now is not a time for fear. We must be strong. After all, you are the nephew of Tanwil, our leader, and you must answer to the call of duty. Perhaps in the light of day, things won't be as bad as you think. Let's explore the village and see who else has survived the night." "Wait, our keep is just to the east. Our leader Tanwil must surely be recruiting others to help deal with the devastation. Perhaps we should go to the keep before we explore the rest of the village. Rescue surviving elves." 34 turns. We got Wesnoth Youth. Let's take a look at the unit descriptions. Okay, looking pretty cool. Some pretty good art. What are we upgrading into? We don't know. Ability upgrades. Leadership, skirmisher, support. Upkeep costs of adjacent units are lowered by 1. That is pretty cool. This unit negates enemy zones of control around itself for allied units. That's so cool. Well. That's pretty cool. Loyal, dexterous. Nice. So you've got a higher ranged attack here. Turn 1. Let's maybe get the villages. Oh, here we are. "Calais, Nim, help us." "What in Uria's name is that?" "They came with the stones that fell from the sky. I know not what they are, but more seem to be emerging from the craters. If we don't stop them, there will be nothing left of our village or our people. To battle, my friends. There are still those left who can fight." Alright. So, this is a cool unit. Torok Rider. Ooh, Torok Vanguard, Torok Stalwart. This is super cool art. I'm loving this. Ranged impact. Yeah, not a fan of that, I'll be honest. Ooh. Got a lot of health, though. That's nice. Okay. Oof. Okay. I'd like to... Yeah, these guys got a 4-3. Let's see if we can wipe these fools out. So we're going to go here. 9-2. Okay. Let's bring you over here. Look at those animations. That is so clean. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, that hurts. Oh, what's he doing? Monkey. Thankfully, we can heal up from this. Yeah. Okay, that's very nice, actually. That worked out very well. Okay, that did not, though. Okay. Let's do an 8-3 here. Very nice. Okay. 6-3. If she kills, it's fine. If not... Very nice. Get a kill there. Oh ho, you think that's allowed, do you? Well, I will teach you otherwise. What can you do here? 6-4? Let's see if you can get it. Just 2 hits. One more. Nice. Good, good, good. Okay, I want to be a little careful here. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. This could spawn something. So let's be a little careful. Oh, there we go. More of those muddly crawlies. Let's get rid of them with haste. Oh, we got more buddies. Nice. Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to do that. How many do we have? We got 4. 60% defense in the sand. That is nice. Keep these guys on the sand at all times, basically. Ooh, disengage. If this unit doesn't move before attacking, it will retain its movement points after the attack. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, well, let's go at it. 1, 2. Okay, I didn't do much. 8-3. These are some gorgeous animations, I must say. Well, we gotta finish this guy. There we go. Nice. 7-3. Let's go. Man, these guys really suck at hitting, I must say. I've had some pretty crap luck on the hits. Okay, that's a little bad. Let's see if we can't kill this guy to help reduce some pressure. Yeah, I don't like that. 7-2. Dang. Okay, now you can go in for the kill, hopefully. Very nice. Yeah, he's going to go for him. Good, good, good. So we are lawful. The short dark. Oh, so it's probably long days and very, very short nights. He's neutral. Yeah, not ideal. Okay. Oh, he might actually kill. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's give it to you then. Okay. Keep it tight, keep it loose. Oh, right, if I recall, there was something up here, like, in the water, I think. Let's put you up there to go heal. Yeah, I do remember something in the water. Up here, you'd go up the bridge and I think something would attack. I don't know what it was. Okay, wow, that actually healed a lot. Oh, healthy. Plus 1 HP per level. Always rest heals, plus 1 HP and plus 1 HP. Wow, that's super nice. What the heck? Okay. That's a game changer, actually. Whoa. This is our training ground, and look, there is Garak, captain of the guard. He and his fighters have survived the night, but they are fighting many mud creatures. Quick, we must help them. Rescue the surviving elves. Wesnoth champion. Wow. Wait, isn't this guy a teacher? To all units of the same side adjacent to it. Yeah. So we want to get units like up close and personal with him. Nice. Because he'll redistribute his XP. Yeah, I remember that now. That may have been a mistake. Okay, he might live. That sucked. Alright, let's move. You need to heal a little bit, but not that bad. This bridge leads to the holy island. Oh, this bridge leads to the holy island at the center of our lake. Some of the druids that worship on the island may still be alive. We should go check. Be careful. The bridge is broken, so we'll have to wade through the shallow water. Yeah, and we all know how that goes. Owie. Yep, he redistributed XP. Very nice. So you can kill him. Nice. And you can probably get this kill, I think. If you only hit twice. Perfect. Very nice. You can heal up there. We'll let you heal up to full. And we'll leave that guy. You can come over here and... These fields seem strangely vacant. Where are the dust box? Maybe they're hiding in the stables. Let's go check. Or are these the stables? Okay, yeah, we probably don't want to check just yet, to be honest. I imagine that's not going to go well. We'll just kill this guy. Ah, they're destroyed at last. Thanks for the help. I am glad to see that so many have survived the night, but there's no time to talk. We must save the rest of our people and crush any other of these earthen abominations back into the earth. For XP, very nice. Okay, your priority to heal. Let's get these guys going over to the stables. I imagine there's going to be a bit of a scuffle. Is going to be upon us, I'm sure. Oh, where are the other dust box? Oh. A hunting party left just yesterday, so unless the rocks fell all over the land, many of the dust box have probably survived. The few that remained here were scared by the falling rocks and fled into the night. It took all my skill to calm Yassi and keep him from running. We'll need your help in checking to see if the outer settlements survived. Who knows what kinds of damage they suffered in the night, and perhaps some of the people out in the desert have been able to round up some of the loose dusties. We can only hope that the hunting party returns soon. Okay. Hey, Neeson, the rocks have stopped falling. You can come out now. Oh, thank Elo. I thought they would never stop. Yeah, nice. Tenwill's keep, our beautiful fortress. It is destroyed. How will we summon our people to battle? We must rally those survivors we can find amidst the rubble. It doesn't look like anyone survived, but at least we can thank Elo it was a quick death. But come on, we can't dwell on the dead. We must help the living. But if Tenwill is dead, who will lead us? That's a question for another time. Let's keep exploring the wreckage. Okay, I don't know if I really want to just charge over there right now, because if something happens... Oh. Alright, well, welcome everyone to the replay, because Streamlabs OBS crashed in the middle of the recording, actually 20 minutes into like an hour-long recording, and I didn't notice until I finished. And I'm very sad, because it was a very good recording. So we're going to do it in the replay. I'm going to show you guys what went down, and I'm still going to narrate everything. So it'll turn it into about like a 30-something minute video instead of an hour. So I apologize for that, but I didn't really want to play the entire thing again. And unfortunately, I'm really strapped for time at the moment, so I can't really. But here we go. This place reeks of death. I could smell it from miles away. Oh, how I love it. It is the smell of power, the inevitable triumph of death over life. Puny elves, I shall use the corpses of your families to create an army of undead. All shall bow down before Xanthos the necromancer.
His timing couldn't be worse. I know that undead cultists often prey on small targets, but they haven't had the guts to attack us for years. Why has Elo heaped so much misfortune upon us?
Bah, I've fought these dark cultists before. They can be killed just like anyone else, and our riders can easily defeat their skeleton armies.
I have heard of your kind, foul necromancer. You travel the sands, daring to bring back and enslave those who have passed on. But we will prove to you that death is not all-powerful. You shall not desecrate the bodies of my kith and kin. You shall learn to fear the wrath of Elo and the Wesnoth elves. All right. So at this point, I'm gathering up units, getting ready to go out to the central island, as was talked about. We do have the necromancer in the northeast that we're not going to worry too much about at the moment, because he's still a little ways away. I had an inkling that there was something in the water because I played the scenario, and that's like literally the only thing I remember, and I don't know why. And I didn't know when it spawned, so I kind of had everyone like grouped up as I went in here, and then we went to the Great Tree. The Great Tree, it has been buried under the rocks, our most holy sanctuary defiled. Oh, Elo, what shall we do?
Is anyone still alive? Finally! We were worried that no one else had survived. Mother Priestess, are you all right? There's no time to stand on ceremony. I'm fine. I'm afraid only a few of us survived, but we will lend you what skills we have. Show me to those who need healing.
But the Great Tree, it has been destroyed.
All things of this world come to an end, but the power of Elo endures. A new one shall grow in its place. Come now, let us see to the needs of our people.
So here we got shamans, which is pretty cool, and I decide to focus on leveling them up, because just like normal elves, you definitely do want some leveled up shamans, both for the potential DPS, which I didn't know at the time they could level up in DPS units, but also because healers be super strong, and we really want healers. So, but here we go. I step off the lake. Here we go. The water of the lake suddenly goes dark and unsettled, only to erupt in a swarm of tentacles the moment the first elf set foot off the island.
What in Uria's name is that? I felt a great darkness in this lake, but I knew not what it was. The falling rocks must have woken it from its sleep.
Protect the priestesses. We shall send this monstrosity back to the depths it came from. And here we go. The goal is weaken it and to give the kill to Ryoko here. So she's resilient strong, which is usually better for... I like leveling up units early on in a campaign that aren't intelligent, because at some point, intelligent loses its value. Once you've leveled them up, intelligence is useless. So if you're taking off in a long campaign and you're leveling early, I like to level units that are not intelligent, because once they do level them, it means they have a trait that gives more value. So here I'm weakening, and the goal is kill with the Mystic. Unfortunately, I missed an attack there. Leaves him at 1, but that's okay. We'll kill him next turn if we can. And now I'm starting to scout out with my riders here. These guys are super good along the sands. And it turns out they have a ranged impact attack, which is very good against skeletons. Now this fool comes over here and poisons Garrick, which is not great. But, you know, oh well. It means he's going to have to spend more time healing. But he's still alive. He didn't suicide. The unfortunate part is now the Mystic comes over here and cannot move to him anymore. So I form a little bit of a wall, and I'm hoping he doesn't suicide. But here we go, sending Nissan out. I'm scouting the kind of surrounding land, seeing what's going on. So they talked about potentially seeing other soldiers around. Then here the cuttlefish comes in and literally goes full suicide. He would have died if I had hit any of those 40% chances. So I'm really glad I didn't. The bat's coming down to attack, and we don't care about that. Skeletons starting to appear on the horizon here. And we get reinforcements.
Hail! Is anyone still alive?
Yes, and we could certainly use your help. A necromancer has begun attacking us. He intends to use our fallen comrades as fodder for his evil magics. Where have you been?
We were out far in the sands, searching for prey and roaming orcs. As soon as we saw the rock storm, we raced back as fast as we could. I only wish we could have come sooner. No use crying over spilt water, but we're sure glad you're here now.
So here we go. Now we're trying to get in for the kill, and we do hit it on the last attempt there, and we get some good XP on the Mystic. So looking good. Coming over here to kill the bat, because bat's annoying. We got our guy chucking rocks. And Chaos Scout coming in here for the kill. Just want to take out these bats. We come up here, capture it, and look.
Oh good, some elves have survived in this outer settlement. They've agreed to help us search for other survivors.
Oh good, and then he repeats it. So they do say the exact same thing every time you hit one of these settlements, so I'm not going to repeat it every single time. But yeah, here we are kind of scouting. We're bringing in our guys. Now, again, these guys are super good because they've got the ranged impact attack, so they absolutely wreck skeletons in the day. So they're super useful to have. But once I find out that these encampments actually spawn units, I start moving 2 of the scouts around the map here, like this guy, to come down here and check all these other encampments. And they give loyal units, which is actually huge. That's super important.
Some of our people felt crowded in the village and wanted to live out on the open sands. They thought they could flee to the safety of our walls if danger came. I shudder to imagine what may have become of them.
I don't know why he said that when attacking the skeleton. I guess because he looks at the skeleton and is like, huh, well, I guess that's Johnny. Fortunately, hard to tell considering it's just a skull and doesn't have any hair or defining features, but alas. Here we go, putting this guy next to the healer to cure his poison. Nothing, unfortunately, else happens with the keep. So, yeah. Come in here, trying to kill the bat. Do not quite manage to kill it, but that's okay. Spreading in. Now, one of the cool things about this campaign is the day-night cycle. Because you're in the desert and there's 2 suns, it's actually like... And here we go, the bat comes and attacks. Not really well advised. But there's so much daytime and very, very little nighttime. So this is actually a super easy fight against the undead. As they're fighting almost 100% in the day, and we have impact ranged attacks, which is super nice.
This encampment is empty. I wonder what happened to the inhabitants.
Here we go, I search up to the corner, don't find anything. Come in for the bat kill. Get the kill. See some enemy units. And we go in and kill the ghoul, because I don't want to get poisoned. But yeah, you can see how strong these friggin' rocks are. Like, it's actually nuts. And then we got Trample here for a melee impact. Super nice. Going for the kill, and we do get it. They're only on 30% defense. We're on 60, so this is really nice. Get a double hit here. Go in for a kill with our leader. We're going to try and level him up. And then with Nim, we go in for a kill as well. Now, it's interesting. The Kenoth Youth can level into 3 different things, but they don't level up into a new unit. They actually specialize in a path. So he specialized in leader, which gave him leadership when he levels up, which you'll see later. And I specialize her into warrior, so it gives her upgraded melee attacks. And we'll see what happens now as we level up further if they start leveling into new units now that we've picked a path. I imagine so. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a human spearman in that regard, where it's like, you have a spearman, but you could level up into, a pikeman, a javelineer, or a swordsman. But yeah, we're kind of scouting the edges of the map, bringing the mystics up. The goal is actually to get these guys fully leveled, hopefully. Both of them would be nice, but originally my intent was only just the ones. I didn't know how realistic it would be to run them all up here and get enough XP. But yeah, we're going for a kill here with our leader. And we level him up in the path of leader, so now he gains leadership, which is very nice. Yeah, come in for the rocks. Don't really want to get poisoned. We don't have any healers up here at the moment. Going for the kill with the Torok Rider. And we're kind of just scouting around, deploying a full pincer maneuver here. Now the goal is to get Nim leveled up, so I'm trying to just do a bunch of hits here that aren't necessarily going to kill, and that I can get him low enough for her to kill, which she does. And we come in here, do nothing, sadly, on this Dark Adept. Now we're moving forward. He goes in for the poison. Doesn't get it because he's a noob. This kind of hurts, but she takes 2 hits back, which is nice. Not doing a ton of damage back here, but alas. This is, like, nasty for the skeleton. Like, he just took 20 did 4. So, not advised. But yeah, we're now dragging the mystics up. We're scouting the edges of the map still, seeing if we can find anything down here. Did find another in the same statement. Got another loyal Torok rider, so very nice. Definitely want the loyal units. They make the upkeep on the unit 0, so no matter how high level they get, which is awesome, because it means later scenarios like in Secrets of the Ancients, when I'm at nothing, when I have just tons of level 4s. I go in with that with her, because in theory this guy could kill her if I got extremely unlucky, and she was one hit. But yeah, in Secrets of the Ancients, like with all those level 4s, it was so much upkeep. I was very quickly in the gutter, and if I can make these, like most of my loyal units, the ones that level up, that would be nice. So getting all these loyal units early is very, very good. But yeah, we're just pushing through here. And here we go. Unfortunately dying. Did lose one of our riders there, which is a little unfortunate, but he's on the last dregs of his stuff there. But here we go. So now the goal is I'm going to pincer the skeleton, keep him in place, get him in range for Ryoko to kill him next turn, and get her ready to level up the turn after. Get a kill there. We're getting our Kenoth Scout leveled up, which is super nice. We'll see what they turn into in a little bit. But for now, he's very close. Going for the bat. Then we go in for the bat again. We get the kill. And we just start taking all the villages, cutting off his income even further. And again, just leaving the skeleton here. So we just go in to do some, whatever damage we can. We can't do a lot, but figured might as well. It is the one nighttime, the short dark, as they call it. So they get a little bit of extra damage. Can't go in for anything crazy. Any skeletons, and these guys are all hitting with blades and pierce attacks. So now this guy gets super low, but does survive. Now the skeleton attacks, and I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, no, are you going to suicide? But it turns out he actually healed just enough to where he'd be left at 1 HP, which is actually huge. Because that means it's perfect for the Mystic to come in and give him a little ranged attack there, and now she's 2 XP away from leveling. So she's very close to leveling. Other one's got no XP. Didn't get any XP on our Shaman either, but that's okay. She's already a healer. Yeah, we're coming in to get some kills. Goal now, level up our Rider, which we do, or our Scout, and level into an Archer. There was a double upgrade path here, actually. There's the Pathfinder as well, but I figured I'd like to have the Rider. I felt like the Rider, the quadruple arrow range attack, like 8-4, is disgusting. Not against skeletons, really, but that would be super nice to have later on, having a super mobile unit with a very strong ranged attack. So yeah, we're scouting the last areas of the map, not really finding a whole lot. Going in here, leaves at 1, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now that we left at 1, maybe we can bring this in for our Mystic to kill. We'll just kind of surround him like we did before. This guy left at 1 HP again. 2 people left at basically nothing, but they still survived. So got to run him out. Their leader came out of the keep. Let me just take a drink of water here. Unfortunately now, because of that crash, I've been talking for like an hour, 15 minutes straight. My voice is kind of dying, as you can probably tell. But here we go, going in for some tramples, coming around, going for some healing, more tramples. Not hitting much, it's 50%, but it doesn't really matter too much. We don't really mind. So goal is kill the ghoul with her, level her up. And yeah, we bring the Torok Rider up that we found, and then we basically scout the rest here and see, okay, there's nothing. Let's start bringing the scouts back. They're obviously not going to make it, but go in with the Archer. You can see actually very, very strong. It's like a Mongol Archer, pretty cool. Mongol Horse Archer, that is. And you're just doing some damage. He can't attack anyone, so he's just kind of stuck there. These guys are coming to attack the Torok Riders. Not really advised. They're not doing a lot of damage, and they're taking a decent amount back. But yeah, here we go. We get the kill, and before they level, there's 2 things they can level into. The Shaman, as we've seen, but also the Sun Singer, which is super cool. Like, she looks sick. Like, look at that particle effect in her hand. That's so cool. I go in for a kill with the other Mystic. Unfortunately, missed twice, and I'm like, that's okay. I'll do it next turn. But yeah, the Sun Singer looks absolutely baller. When I saw that, I was like, I gotta go for a Sun Singer. Come on. She's resilient and strong, too. Like 57 HP. Like, holy cow, is that not nuts? 50 base HP. That's actually insane. Shaman by default's only got 36, so she is a beast, and she's resilient and strong, so more HP on top of that. So Ryoko is a freaking beast, and it's going to be epic when she levels up even further. But yeah, here we go, moving units forward. We're coming in, basically some final kills at this point. We're just trying to get as much XP as possible. He comes out of the keep. He goes and shoots. So now I'm like, okay, let's get the Mystic to kill here. And then, yeah, we're moving scouts a little bit. Goes in, misses twice. I'm like, ugh, frick's sake. And then he misses twice. I'm like, fine, let's get the Sunsinger more kills. And particle effect's pretty dang cool there. Yeah, he misses 3 times, but that's okay. Just trying to do a little bit of damage to this guy. Get him pretty low, so I'd like to kill him actually with this Mystic now, because then she'll be extremely close to leveling. She'll be 18 out of 22 if she kills. And then we can get a second healer, which would be freaking awesome. So that's the goal now, to level her up on him. Moving the scouts even further, closer up. But here he goes. We're going in for some attacks here. Gonna try and get some XP on some units next turn. They're killing him, but don't quite get to actually kill him. And then, here we go. Oh, she still heals +4. I didn't even notice that when I was playing. That's actually really cool. She still heals +4. That's super cool. So yeah, she goes in, gets a kill, and then here we go. We actually do hit the final hit with her. And we're looking good. The necromancer is finally vanquished.
And at last the dead shall have their rest.
The game is out of sync. That's okay. Well, at last the dead shall have their rest. Well, unfortunately, let's, yeah, we didn't quite get to do that. So we'll just finish this here and see what the dialogue would be, so that I can actually read through it. Yeah, all those guys die. There we go. We already read that, and this. Ooh, warrior flanker. Cool, but this doesn't matter. So, whatever.
It seems that we finally have some peace, but what do we do now?
Where is Tenwyll and his family?
The keep has been crushed by the rocks. We could find no survivors. Too many have died this night. Our village is in ruins. The walls that were built by our ancestors over generations have been demolished in a space of hours. Most of our dwellings are destroyed, and the great tree itself is no more. One thing is obvious. We cannot stay here.
You are a fool to despair. This has always been our home. The water here is good. We know this land. We can rebuild. Elo willing, we can thrive again.
Think for a moment. Who else has seen the rock storm? What other foes are coming to pick over the remains of our people? There is no mercy in the desert, and we have many enemies who would seek to gain in our time of weakness.
Impudent girl, you should not speak so to your elders or to your betters.
I have a right to speak my mind. Peace, please calm yourselves. In chaos, there is nothing but death and destruction. Even in this time of trial, we must show our fortitude and follow our laws. Without laws, we are like beasts in the desert, fighting over scraps of meat. Among the survivors, Calais is by heritage the closest relative to Tenwyll, and thus our leader. What say you, Calais?
Last night, before the rock storm, I heard a voice in my sleep. It sounded like sweet magic, and somehow I knew it was Elo. I still remember her exact words. You must be strong, young elf, for you enter a time of peril. The home you know will be destroyed, and you must lead your people to a new land. To the north, you will find salvation and peace. Cross the desert and head to the mountains. Fear not, for I will guide you and protect you. I'm not sure why I'm the one she chose to appeal to, but if this is her will, I will see it done. Our home is gone, and the desert is a harsh place. If Elo has prepared a new home for us, then I will lead us there.
I fear what dangers lurk in the harsh sands and beyond to the north, but because you are our leader, I will follow where you go.
Then let us collect what supplies we can from the wreckage and head north with great haste. Our home is protection no longer. We must find a new haven for our people. What about the bodies of the dead? We can't leave them to be torn by crows or desecrated by other dark magics.
I agree, we should not forget our dead. We should build a huge pyre and burn them with proper ceremony so that the smoke may carry them on to the next realm.
Calais, I don't want to tarry longer than necessary, but I agree that we must see to the dead before we leave. Garrick, you and your men start collecting our dead. Nim, help me find oil and wood so that we may build a pyre.
And so it was done. The dead were laid reverently on top of what little wood we could find, but the fire was big enough to burn the bodies to ashes and speed their souls to the hereafter. I remember at the time that the death of so many of our people was not the best omen for the start of such a large journey. They were the first of our people to die in this great endeavor, but they were to be far from the last. And there we go. We emerged victorious after that. Remaining gold 280. We get 40%, so we get to carry over 192, which is pretty nice. So yeah, we were looking pretty good. We had, if I go to the save that I actually had, turn 26. At the end here, this is what we ended up with. We ended up with our Mystic, 18 out of 22 XP. Very nice. She's going to be leveled up. And then if we look at stats, we lost a single unit, Kenoth Scout. That's it. Advancements 2. We got a Kenoth Archer, a Kenoth Sunsinger, and we did level Calais into give him leadership, and what's her name, Nim, into the warrior line, but they haven't like officially leveled into a new unit yet, so we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, here we are. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been a very, very fun campaign to play so far. I thoroughly enjoyed the first scenario, the amount of storytelling elements they had, and the amount of little events they had and little things. It was just super fun scenario, and these new units and new animations and stuff are just so cool. So very much enjoying this so far, and I appreciate you guys recommending me this because I am excited to play some more. But yeah, in the meantime, I would like to thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers, guys.